All right, it says that I am actually recording from a active stream. Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom.
I'm Ruth.
From Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. This is our live stream today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry about the mishap this morning with the internet and everything. I think we tried it 4 or 5 times. Quite a few other people were on, and
I don't know, but
I did
our
get some.
internet is eight uploads and 8 downloads.
Well, since this is not being online, and we're not online, why don't you check the internet now? Just to let me know as we're talking about this. But what we're talking about is actually stress and how do you guys
make you stress?
It makes stress. How do you?
What make you stress?
What makes stress?
Internet.
Internet. Will you email that window guide today for PLDT?
Window?
Yeah, isn't that his name? Winsat?
Vincent.
And
That's why Daddy.
it dropped to 2 too. No, 3. It's run 3 upload. Excuse me, 3 download. That's
What happened?
I have no idea. I don't understand why this static up down up down up down. What does stress you out? I don't know. We've been on here for 30 seconds, a minute.
Wala man good.
Well, okay. So what stresses you out? That stresses me out. Of course, there's other things stress you out. You know, what affects people the most, the quickest with anything? I think it's money. Money can stress someone out the quickest. Money not having the things that you need for quality of life, like money for food or no food or things like that, stresses out. What stresses me out is people not having food. You know, and not having that availability of it. You know, it's funny. Internet was working fine, 10 minutes ago. Now it's not working. But
it's 0 point whatever.
Yeah. Stress for everybody's different. Everybody handles stress differently. And how do you handle your stress? By going in the garden. I handle my stress by, you know what? How do I handle my stress? For me, I've been stressed out a lot in my life. I realized something when I got to the Philippines. It's stress-free for me. No matter what stress that's here is 1/100th of what stress I had in the U.S. And the reason I say that is it's not that my life is that horrible. It wasn't that. My jobs were. My jobs were. It always seemed that either I picked the wrong jobs or the wrong people picked me or the right people picked me and ended up being bad. It's not that I went to work and it was bad in the beginning. It always ended up bad because either a company got bought out. It seemed that people were hiring me on these companies were either, as you know, things change all the time. I mean, I'd say the last 2, 3 companies that I worked for those years was they sold out. I mean, they'd have the company 2, 3 years and then sell it out and expect you to work at half the salary. And that's what happened to me. And I got burnt and fried. I mean, there's nothing worse than getting a phone call in the middle of the night. And you're supposed to be working 5 days a week, right? And you get a phone call in the middle of the night.
Switch off your phone.
But I had to have it on because of my job. It's a company phone. And other jobs that I had, it always seemed that I had a phone supplied by them. Now, listen, granted, I had a car, a benefit. Granted, last 2, 3 jobs. Granted, I had a credit card. I'd go out to lunch. But still, it was still not enough that warranted that. And what's a car worth? $1,000 a month? Because you get gas and everything.
Too many need to pay.
Yeah.
You have to work.
So you had to work. You had to work 2 or 3 jobs sometimes. And even the jobs that I had, even starting salaries varied anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000 a year starting, and then commission and things like that. It still was not enough per se because of the life and because you had to have a house and you wanted decent things. So, and you had to have another vehicle beside the company car because if you get fired, what are you going to do? Walk home, right? And then what are you going to find another job with? So you have to have another car.
Aside from car.
Yeah.
You have
insurance.
House like that.
House payment. It can run anywhere from
Water. Water
400
is
a month
expensive,
all the way
right?
up to 4,000 a month. Yeah, water, electric bill is really one of the most expensive. TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, ran most of the southeast United States there, and their rates were just incredibly high. Uh, and even no matter where you live in Mississippi, the rates may have been a little bit better. Different counties, different rates, different things, but it depends who the maintenance company was, things like that. But with stress here, I don't have to worry about it too much because I have a solar. That stress is off of me, and I take stress off of me here. My house is okay. It'll be okay until I'm gone. This house will be here until I'm gone. The other thing would be what it would what else? And for you, it's the same. You don't have to worry about that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know you don't have to worry about getting a job. You want to make extra money. You're doing things right. You do your cakes.
Before, before, because the opportunity before compared this time is a little bit different because if you have phone before but you don't have internet, how you can do some like extra money, extra income from, because trending this time is online, right? You can you can do business online. Like this time, they are selling flowers
Yeah,
online.
and bartering.
Yeah, and you can do your cake online, selling the cake online by posting on Facebook. But before, it's not really as you can get the idea from, maybe because of uh, I don't know how to explain that one. It's trending. You follow what you
Right,
do like
right.
that. So before, it's not really like,
They
because
didn't have anything like
yeah,
that.
the
It was the
things
internet that brought that, right?
yeah, the people's doing before, it's just work,
Mm-hmm.
home work. That's the only key for you can
Success.
find, money. But this time's too many ways.
Yeah,
Plant some what's this, flower, and sell it, or you just put poster in your gate, people will come and buy,
mm-hmm.
or either you just go live stream selling that flower online, like the one I showed you
Yeah.
last night.
Last night there's a lady. Yeah,
And it's, I don't know, this time it's trending on online. uh what happened after 2 years, 3 years, what's next, like that.
yeah. Yeah, we saw a lady last night selling flowers, but the thing of it is she's trying to play the game, and what she was doing, she was selling
She's
the
do
flower.
bidding
Yeah, it was
flower
bid for
price.
my flower, but the problem is making people angry.
Yeah, they're
Well,
mad.
mine's the highest bid, and she's trying to get higher, 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 higher. But what happened is everybody was leaving, 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 and the one that bid that she got higher ended up leaving, and so she found
But
herself in an arena that
that
she didn't know
that's
anything
only
about.
the thing, that if you're doing that online, make sure you know your product first.
Exactly,
Know
and
your
know what the
product
value of
first.
it is.
How much the value of this one, and think that you're not overpricing because it's trending like that.
Yeah,
Like you sell it by your needs, like not
yeah.
because you want people to buy because it's trending like that.
Yeah.
So like it's
It, that's exactly right. I think the hardest thing you to think about is when someone's doing that. You think they're doing it for because they need the money. Some are, and I've noticed this too. It's not just the people that don't have money that's doing it. It's
mm-hmm,
people with money are doing it. In fact, you'll find that the people with money that have money, there's just no need and no worry for money. They're
mm-hmm.
the ones that are doing a lot of that. And we saw an actress on last night that was selling gold in her jewelry. She's selling them Chanel stuff. She's selling all kinds of stuff. And she was selling it probably at one third the price that she normally would have got.
But I mean, he
Which,
said her per gram is cheaper than the other
yeah,
online
yeah, she's
seller.
selling it right. She's selling it for a third of the price. And this is all personal stuff. Now, the first question to me is, why would an actress sell her stuff? Did she need the money? Ruth said, no, people wanted her stuff. Well, why would people want her stuff and why would she
The
sell it?
one she sell before is her stuff, but people now is requesting her to buy because she have
She has money.
friend that from Saudi
I see.
buying
Okay.
for her and selling here.
Okay, so she's
So
doing that kind
that's
of like a
yeah,
sideline business.
yeah,
Then.
like that because so
Okay.
many people request because she's an actress and so many followers.
So she utilized
And
that. Oh, I would too.
people request
Yeah.
rich people, by the
Yeah.
way,
Oh.
and trusted her
Somebody
on
throw
buying.
out 80,000 peso drop of a hat or 200,000 peso drop of a hat. No
Imagine
big
the
deal.
bangle last night is
Yeah.
57,000.
So there are
18K karat gold.
18 karat gold. Yeah, she had 18 karat gold. She sold for, I don't forget how many gram was it? How many grams of gold? 16 grams of gold.
16.7,
Okay.
I think.
All right, almost
Then
17, and she sold it for 57,000.
Then the other one, Chanel bracelet, which is uh 37,000.
Yeah.
Like that.
But then that's what we're talking about. Stress. People relieve stress a different way. That may be a stress reliever for her, buying and selling.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of women, their stress is buying. A lot of women will say, "I'm going shopping. I'm stressed out because of whatever," and they go shopping and spend it out. That was my mother. Her stress relief was going to the beautician once or twice a week, and she would just go there, chit chat, and the other was grocery shopping. And that's where her stress relief was. Even that hour, 2 hours, get away from the kids and get away from everything. Now, with me and Ruth, our stress relief was when we would go somewhere once or twice a month. And our thing was, when we first arrived here, that's what we did. We would go somewhere for that month for 2 or 3 days, and that was our stress relief. And we did that every month. It would be somewhere new, somewhere different, somewhere. So, we went all over Davao and all over CDO and in between, and there's still places we didn't get to. A lot of it we videotaped. A lot of it we did not. We share our lives online, but we don't share them online like where the camera is to our side all the time because I don't know. It's just something I just never did. I never did do. People think, oh, maybe goes on and on, but about stuff like that. But we don't show everything we do because there's no need in it. There's no need in it. And having a daughter and having family and all this stuff, there's family time where we lay the phones down and don't even pick them up. The only time we pick them up is when you need something or have something or need something. But I want to do this video real quick.
Only the stress make daddy stress this thing.
Yeah.
He's stressed. Me too.
Yeah.
And of course, not only for us here, everybody because most especially this time it's online class and online.
Maybe that's the reason why my internet died. I
All
don't know,
teachers
but
using an all student in the Philippines and before all the online class, already that the internet is very slow. It become more slower than this time because too many people are using it.
that's the reason I asked you to call that guy from PLDT so we get fiber, and that's why it's constant. Fiber is something that people don't really realize. That is something that's been around for since the 50s, and fiber is something that it's unique and intelligent, it's smart, and there's so much data and so much information go across that fiber so fast because it's basically light. The thing that amazed me, here's something. Back in the day, and I just want to say this, it gets off subject, but I want to say this. A car. They had back in the day, honey. They had little 3 LED lights on the fenders.
Mm-hmm.
And on those lights, back in the 50s, on those lights, you turn on the left blinker and this thing would blink. And it would blink over there too. Like here. In this center, like for lights being on and then right. Well, it's done by fiber optic. And basically what it was a light that goes from your front, like where you're at and you're here, and goes out to the front. And it's just that's one of the very first times they tried fiber optic and used fiber optic. I think they used it in other mechanisms back then, but back in the day, that was their way of doing that. I want to thank everybody for always watching our streams and always coming on our streams. And I am so sorry if there was something I could do about the internet. I would do something about it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that come on our streams, and I am so sorry about that. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to post it online real quick. And apologies to all our wonderful subscribers that come on our streams, and we try to do the very best we can. But as you know, things are not perfect here in the Philippines, and that's another topic in itself. If you think that things are going to be that perfect for you here, it's not going to be. You have to be versatile. Don't take things so serious. If you can't ride a bus and sit in a small seat, if you cannot be versatile enough to go stand in line for an hour to get something,
You're dead here.
You won't last. If you can't take out of stock, sir, or buy something you just paid $80 or $100 for, say a drill, a Black and Decker drill. I'm going to use that for an example. Used to be good quality back in the day, but now no. Black and Decker you buy at Walmart for $20 and you pay $80 for it here, and you go drill with it and it falls apart in your hand. If you're not ready to deal with that, you have to be versatile. You have to be willing to do that. A lot of people are so set in their ways that they think that everything's going to be fine and fantastic, and it's really not. It's it's like it is anywhere else. It's not perfect here. It is paradise. It is very comfortable here. It is a great environment. You could raise a family here, no problem, and kids will grow up fine and fantastic here. You have kids that here want to go back U.S. like my daughter does and be raised there, but overall, I would never let that happen because that would change who she is as a person. Because a lot of the things like that, being the way that it is there, and the environment, schools are great and fantastic. No, don't get me wrong, but I like the environment here better. I just like the environment here better. So we've been talking 18 minutes, but I just wanted to get this out there, you guys, and thank you so much. God bless.
God bless you, Brent. Don't be stressed.
Don't be stressed. She said that I saw her send a text to Wendell, the PLDT guy. Let's see if he
That's
answers.
what you said.
I know. See?
I'm just
But
I'm just following the.
Thank you for being who you are. I appreciate it. Thanks for doing that. And that's the thing. So we'll know maybe next month.
Yeah.
He'll answer that. If he answers it at all. Okay. All right.
God bless.